Die Story, die ich eigentlich heute angedacht hatte, die hat leider nicht geklappt. Und dann, wie gesagt, war ich den ganzen Tag unterwegs. Hab dann relativ viel Zeit mit Sandra geskypt, eine Lifecoach, die mir 6 Sessions im Zuge ihrer Ausbildung per Skype gegeben hat. Heute war die letzte Session. Und als kleines Dankeschön habe ich ihr halt auch nochmal gut 1,5 Stunden so ein paar Tipps zu Social Media und so gegeben. Und damit sind wir jetzt eben fertig geworden, kurz vor 12 nachts. Und da ich morgen wieder früh raus muss, bleibt mir gar nicht so viel anderes übrig, als das, womit ich die meiste Zeit heute verbracht habe, nämlich mit dieser Coaching-Geschichte und dem Social-Media-Gedöns dazu zu enden und euch einfach Sandra vorzustellen. Und Sandra erzählt jetzt selber so ein bisschen, was sie tut und was wir in diesen Coachings gemacht haben.
You understood everything I said right now, right? ich muss jetzt zu Englisch switchen, weil wir halt die ganzen Sessions auf Englisch gemacht haben. So I just explained to this it's really crazy for me to talk about my audience, but I just explained to the audience what we have been doing the last 6 weeks, that you are going to do your certification.
I'm already certified.
Are you already certified? But those sessions were part of the certification, right?
The beginning.
Yeah.
But not the 6.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, who are you and what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm a life coach, and I'm working with my clients to understand their brains, how their thoughts are triggering their feelings, and from their feelings going into their actions, and their actions creating the results they have in their lives. Some of us might not believe that's how it works, but it does. It works like that. And we have a monkey brain that brings us to do things automatically. So it needs us to be conscious about our thoughts. And from there, we can move anywhere. Anywhere we want to, because now we know how to get the results. It's not magic like we need someone to tell us what to do. We already know within us what to do.
Yeah, it's not an esoteric woo-woo. It's really a practical tool that you can apply and that you can use when you need it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everything is practical.
Yeah.
And it has a lot to do with bringing the information out of your brain so you can look at it as an observer. And the key to all of this is not being judgmental. Like, for example, if I say that I don't like something because it's bad, then I might immediately assume that I would like something that I would put in the category of being good. But actually, me being judgmental about the bad and good might bring me out of I prefer something that is pretty. And it doesn't matter if it's bad or good. You know, that's judgmental. Just because I got caught in the thought of bad or good. So with the coaching process, you open your mind and become curious about yourself and get to know yourself better and use your own resources in your own benefit and get rid of those things that are not serving you. Yeah. And it's completely practical. Absolutely practical. There are no magic concepts that you might want to reach. You actually get to them. Yeah. You actually live them. And you can rehearse them and see that it's working. And you get to choose even if you want to keep the old pattern or use the new pattern or switch between patterns whenever you want.
Yeah.
because now you have the information.
Yeah, as soon as you understood them and as soon you saw how your brain is working, then you can use it in new ways, in different ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
yes.
how is what's the difference? I mean, you are a trained psychologist as well. How is the difference between coaching and being a psychologist or a psychotherapist?
Okay. I'm a Gestalt psychotherapist, so I'm not into psychoanalysis. And the difference is that psychoanalysis goes to the past, and Gestalt starts right now. You bring things from the past, but you give the significance in the present.
Mm.
So coaching is like that. You could say it relates a lot more to that kind of therapy. The difference between the therapy and the coaching is that in therapy, I would also help you dig into your brain and into your thoughts and how that's bringing you to emotions, to feelings. But we use the term emotions for those sensations in your body that are related to your animal body. So it opens more options. And in coaching, we don't do that. We don't go into emotions, into instinctive reactions, fear, anger, sadness. We don't go into that. We just start from the cognitive process onwards.
Mm-hmm.
And psychology, psychotherapy goes from emotions, cognitive process, and feelings.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge difference. They are good as well. They're very good. But it depends on what you're going to do, because coaching is faster. Coaching is more effective. It's not better or worse. I'm not saying that, but it's more practical.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes you a lot less time to sort out things. If you want to go deeper, it would be best to go into therapy. But if you don't want to go deeper, coaching is definitely the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, I just was interested in trying this free offer and see how coaching is working, and didn't have any expectations, and I'm really impressed with the results after those 6 or 8 hours. I guess we had 8 hours incomplete, but 6 sessions. And the tools you're using are really impressive. And just today in the last sessions, I said, I don't think that is leading anywhere. That is not working. And half an hour later, I got one of the most interesting insights that I had in the last years. So it's really cool.
At the beginning of the session, as we say, we're getting your information out, and I'm asking questions, and you're going maybe fooling around with yourself and with me and not getting to the point. But by the end of the session, I have more information, we have more structure, and you might be more ready. Just because I'm already leaving, you want to obtain something.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal. Yeah. So it could normally start slow each session.
Yeah. So a typical session is about an hour, and you are doing those Skype coaching sessions internationally, right?
Yes. Sessions should be 50 minutes. The reason, there is a logical explanation for the 50 minutes, because the brain gets tired.
Yeah.
And
it's work. It's really work. It's not just talking a little bit. It's really working. Yeah.
It's really processing.
Yeah.
So not maybe. With my training, I get used to sessions longer than 1 hour. But
oh no,
The connection is lost. Wait for it.
Okay. So in 50 minutes, you are not used to talking about yourself for 50 minutes. So with my training, I can work with you for maybe 2 hours. But you are not trained to work with yourself for more than 50 minutes.
Yeah.
And in 50 minutes, you might have gotten something that you want to keep on thinking about for a week. But if we had sessions of 2 hours, that's going to be just too much for you. You're going to receive so much information in 2 hours, you're not going to handle that for the following session. So that's why it should be 50 minutes, but normally I would go for 60. And it's a Skype tool that I use because it's comfortable, it's easy, it's effective. People don't really, sometimes people don't want to be seen. So we turn off the video and we can keep on talking. And so that gives us the possibility of me being in another city, in another country even, and still giving the service, providing the service.
Yeah.
And it's very comfortable for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And still effective. Yeah.
And still very effective, yes.
So right now, if anybody would like to know more about you or about your services, is there already something they can find out about you? Just the email or?
I just have my email right now, but I'm working on my website.
Yeah.
So I'll get it out very soon.
Yeah. As soon as it's online, I will publish it here on the blog as well. If somebody is interested in getting a coaching session or something, then the people can get in touch with you.
Of course, and I'm offering that the first mini session, and it's called mini session because it takes between 15 and 30 minutes for you to get to know what this is about. You don't have to pay for the first session. You can have a free mini session just to see it really is what I'm describing.
Yeah.
If it really is how I'm saying it is.
Yeah. I can really recommend trying that out. Absolutely.
Thank you.
And yeah, just contact me and I will send you the contact data to Sandra, then you can get in touch with her. If you're interested in a session with her.
I would love to work with everybody. And something else is that whatever I give, the tools that I teach to my clients, I try to make them learn and practice. So after a number of sessions, they can go on themselves and not have to continue working with me.
Yeah.
They can come back to me, like I have this doubt or whatever, but the idea is for them to obtain something that will help them in their lives and they can use all the time and they can continue growing and deciding and moving and whatever.
Yeah.
And not having me in their lives for more than a number of sessions.
Yeah. Yeah, I can absolutely recommend that. Try that out. And yeah, that was... first of all, the coachings were one of the reasons I started this vlog in the first place. And today it was one of the most dominating parts of my day. So yeah, I found it important to integrate it it was the last session today into the vlog. Also da das Ganze heute, die ganze Coaching-Geschichte, und ich habe Sandra eben noch ein paar Tipps zu Social Media gegeben. Das hat heute schon ein paar Stunden meines Tags in Anspruch genommen und deswegen war es mir jetzt
wichtig, das auch mit in das Vlog mit aufzunehmen. Und ja, würde mich freuen, wenn von euch irgendjemand Interesse daran hat, mal so eine Coaching-Session mit Sandra mitzumachen. Alles da. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bevor ich jetzt gleich komplett einschlafe, werde ich schnell den Film hier zusammenschneiden und hochschieben und publishen. Und ich hoffe, morgen ist wieder ein etwas besserer Vlog-Tag. Ein etwas produktiverer Vlog-Tag.